Hello my dear Aquarius, this is your love and spirituality reading for the month of July with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I will come back with every other weekly readings or mid-month readings again in August, but this reading will be for the whole month of July due to some vacation plans of mine. So I used the Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Ciro Marchetti, and I will start shuffling your cards. So I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aquarius viewers. So I want my dear Aquarius to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So my dear Aquarius, I also want to take the chance to tell you that the Sun will be in Cancer at the start of the month. Join that together with Mercury and Mars. We have the Tower, and the Justice card wants to show their face here. Venus will be in Mercury. No, Venus will be in Taurus. Sorry. Here you have Gemini and the Lovers popping out. So, oh, they are messing with me. Page of Cups. So, Venus will be in Taurus. July 5, Mercury will transit over to Leo, and Venus moves from Taurus to Gemini. So that was the okay, so maybe that will help you to open your heart, because Gemini is also an air sign and you're connected. So okay, July 9 we will have the full moon in Capricorn, and July 21st Mars and Sun will transit over to Leo. July 23rd, maybe you say this, we will also have the new moon in Leo. So Mercury and Moon moves into Virgo July 25th, and Venus moves into Cancer July 31st. For you, especially Aquarius, Moon moves through July 10 till 12. Okay, so I will just tune in for a few seconds. Okay, my dear Aquarius, this will be your future, and this will be your now, and this will be the past. So the past is probably June, the present being July, and the future being August. Okay, so you can watch this reading several times during this period, a couple of times, because as more water has run under the bridge. If you watch it really early, you will get some warning flags, and so you will know what to not do. And if you watch later, you will understand more about the situation probably. Okay, so the first card for you is Knight of Coins. So Taurus, the cards were acting up when I talked about the Sun in Cancer joined there with Mercury and Mars, and Venus will be in Taurus. I thought the whole deck was going to fall out at that time. So Taurus energy, and what can we say about Taurus? The month starts with Venus in Taurus. Venus moves out of Taurus July 5. Moon moves through 17 to 18. Okay, so that's not much. It's just Venus being there. So Venus has probably be there in June as well, and this is June. And this can be Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn. It can be a person. It doesn't have to be the astronomical event. It can be an actual person in your life. It can also, it doesn't have to be earth sign either. It can be masculine or feminine. I will describe this situation for you, or this person, because it might be a situation in your own life, or you might recognize this as a person. The Knight of Coins is a loyal, dependable person, but they are slow. They want to have things like arranged, logically arranged, and the future in a long line, and certain stations and steps in how you create this thing. It might be a project. It might be a project of building something or completing something. It's a very beautiful willingness to do what's right, but in their own stubborn way, kind of my way. They want it to be in their way. So they don't want to be disturbed. They don't want to be worried. They don't want to have stress. And in the same time, it's a very loyal and dependable person, Knight of Coins. Of course, they have bad personality traits as well, can be not so generous sometimes, and they can also be very, it can be hard for them from moving from one environment or one person to another. They can be like left in the past a little bit, unable to move on. Because when they get used to thing, and even if there's stress involved, they are used to this, so they can sometimes be a little bit tricky to get them outside their comfort zone. The next card here is the King of Coins. So this is something emphasized ×2, or this is two people, or it's we see something growing. Sometimes when I take cards for people's education, they will come like Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and we know that this is an education they are learning. So Knight of Coins, King of Coins, maybe you're working on something, you're trying to manifest something in your real everyday life. It's taking a vision and making it come true by hard work, by actually putting in the effort, being the farmer, putting the seed to the ground, actually harvesting also. So it's a great deal of work being put down in this situation. Or it can be also signifying a long-term friendship. It can signify a company also where you are rising in your career ladder. It can, as I said, friend. It can be a husband, or it can be a wife as well, even if it seems like there's a masculine energy. But if she has the command in the household, this can be a female as well, or having this like being pointing with her whole hand like this. So Taurus, Capricorn usually, but it can easily be about you, how you are better on manifesting your own life in your everyday, with your everyday capacity, not only dreaming about things, but actually doing them hand by hand, like with the hands in the dirt, very grounded. It can also be two suitors. It can be two brothers, father and son, things like this. Okay, so very earthy energy here. And what's about Capricorn? We have, of course, Pluto moving retrograde in Capricorn, and full moon will be in Capricorn. So Capricorn is about stability and making your new foundation, because the old one needs to be really looked upon and see if that will be able to stay or not. So maybe they are checking your foundation, these guys here. So next card is Two of Coins, and that's Jupiter in Capricorn. Actually, Jupiter is moving direct in Libra right now, and this seemed to be a karmic situation or some pattern that's being a repetitive pattern in your life that's making you rather emotional, something that's not feeling really right. It feels a little bit uncomfortable, but you try to have your hopes up. It might also be you needing to choose between two people, or you needing to choose between two projects that seems equal. You might also need to wobble to situations like work and maybe your own company and the actual work that you are doing. This might be it as well. And it's this emotional roller coaster that we are sometimes in. It's not really easy for this person, and they really try to have a positive attitude, even though they are very emotional. They try to not be dramatic, but they have no control over the situation because they don't have a steering wheel. But it's very sweet with the rainbow there and the water. The cloud is it's like night sky, so it's a little bit worrying that you might go lost, or there's a storm coming, so you might have some worries about how you will make this. So next card is Fate card, and it's Taurus. So Something with Taurus is of course very important. We have Venus in Taurus, so maybe you need to have faith when it comes to a relationship. Maybe you shouldn't be so hasty with abandoning it. Maybe you need to put in some extra work into this. Maybe you need to show yourself loyal. Maybe you need to show that you are that person that your partner needs, or your friend needs, or that company needs. Maybe you need to show that that you are stability, you are rock solid, that you can offer someone else a foundation. Faith is maybe you shouldn't give up on something. Maybe you need to have this hope, even though you don't know where you're going. Maybe the divine know exactly where you're at. And also faith card is about old things, traditions. It can be husband, also marriage, company as well. And it's sometimes a little bit stale. Like maybe you need to be able to be a little bit more changeable, a little bit more adaptable. Maybe you shouldn't be so conservative in a certain situation, but still show yourself very dependable. Okay, next, it's the Strength card. So, what are we building here? An empire. You have this knight and you have this king of coins with a beautiful big castle and the paradise garden, and you have the priesthood present, and now you have some courageous hero as well. Maybe he or she is the one that has this trouble. The Strength card is the feminine. It's about the body, going through the body to find enlightenment, to go through your to follow your intuition, to follow your instinct. It can also be very sexual, like Kama Sutra kind of thing. And we have the lions here, so Leo, and it's also it's a cheetah and a tiger, so it's feline creature. So it's very feminine, but it's warrior-like, and they still look very peaceful and very like house cats, but still this aura of dignity. So maybe you need to be the bigger person in some situation. Maybe you really need to prove yourself being dependable and not shying away in the face of danger, showing faith and courage and strength, and also passion, I reckon. Maybe you need to prove to someone that you are there as the sparring partner or a loyal partner, business partner, loyal love partner for the long haul. Strength. Be the bigger person. Try to be the bigger person. Try to not be so upset or dramatic, or and try to really find out what other people, what they really are about. So you're not going on some lonely road here where you try to be all masculine and like a lonesome strong person going out in the nothingness all alone. It sounds tedious. Don't try to be too good. Like don't try to prove yourself to be don't try to be too down to earth, is what I'm trying to say here. Don't try to, it can be like you don't care. You can come out as you don't care, and I see that you care. You just try to do this the best way possible and not think about your own feelings so much. You just try to make this, and maybe you come out as not so passionate, and yet you are. So don't hide your real feelings. And this was in June. I don't know what's going on with you. Maybe you are building like a big international corporation or going on as the lonely hero out in the sunset. But it looks very masculine. It's this feminine touch here, and with the water and the wheel and everything. But this is very masculine. So maybe you are working a little bit with boundaries, and maybe you think that people are using you in some way, or having you as a servant person in some way, and you want to be more, you want to have more authority. It can be this. So we'll see. This is July, and here you have the 10 of Wands. Cancer had this card in the same exact position, but they didn't have a reading like you in other aspects. It was more revolutionary. So maybe it was you they did revolution against, because you look like an authority figure with all those cards in July. So 10 of Wands might be someone holding back their energy, not really exposing themselves, not really telling, holding back holding back their passion, holding back what they really want to say, what's their instinct, holding back their instinctual reaction, trying to act in a way that's not really natural. So maybe you want to show a different face to the surrounding than you actually have. And I don't know the reasons for this, but maybe you get stressed out in other case. But I think you could earn more with being more honest and more showing like a deeper heart, like a bigger heart, like exposing yourself a little bit more, being the actual hero, because the strength and that wands is about heroic acts and being the hero in your own fairy tale. Maybe here you're trying to be a hero by bleeding without telling people, with showing up like a great facade, or you just have your thing together, and maybe you're thinking of moving. The 10 of Wands can be this card, moving or fight or flight. You see this person is very burdened, is moving. They are having, it's like a snail having their house on their back, but it's not the most easiest task here, but it might be worth it in the end, and maybe it will pay off. But I think it would be better if you were more honest and truthful with how you really feel, because this person doesn't seem to have a very comfortable life at the moment. Maybe you could share this with someone. Maybe you have like a friend, like some loyal person, dependable. Maybe this is you and another person having something, and now you're not sharing this with them, or you try to fix it on your own in some way. And here you have the Five of Cups, and I think that Libra had some similar last month with the King of Coins and Five of Cups and Five of Coins. And as I said, air is connected, water is connected, earth, fire, and so on. So you might have you could benefit from watching that maybe too. So Five of Cups is some kind of failure, some kind of misfortune, and actually this is again the same order in which Cancer had this card. So it might have been a showdown between water and air energy in some way, and it might have been with long lost friends, or in a company environment, or with lifelong partners. Because it's about stability, it's about foundation, it's about something that's really grounded. And here you are very disappointed, and things didn't go like you wanted them to go. And we'll see with the centerpiece here. It's the Ace of Cups, so love is still there. The original energy is still there. It's not spilled. You can see this, the Two of Cups. Maybe to represent these two people, stable partners, working partners, siblings, whatever it can be. And you still have this. You still have this connection with one another, or love for one another. It's very deep connection, and maybe you are missing someone, or you're thinking that something is over, but this is just, maybe there's a chance for a new beginning here. Maybe also a new beginning if you have lost something. Maybe you can start something new, and that will take your mind off it, and you don't have to think so much about what has been, like this lucky Capricorn thingy that went on here. And so Ace of Cups, that's very deep love. It's very beautiful. It's very pure intentions that you have for a person, very pure connection. So I've seen many of my readings comes up with this pair. It has been King of Coins, Queen of Coins. It has been the the couple with the water, King of Cups and Queen of Cups, and a lot of children, and a lot of couples coming up. So maybe in this shaken time when we have Saturn moving retrograde in Sagittarius, and we have Pluto moving retrograde in Capricorn, maybe a lot of people has questioned their foundation and their like their place of work and their friends and their the partnership and everything. And now a lot of people have, due to this, they have split it apart, but there's still this connection, it seems. You don't have to have a split up. It can be just not talking about what's burdening you, but if you opened up, maybe there was someone that you could share this with. And here you have a 7 of Swords, and it comes underneath the Faith card. So definitely someone is lying a little bit. And we have the Aquarius here. This person has both this magpie, all the starry skies, and the moon here to their disposal to get the information that they need. But they try to fix it on their own. They try to fix it in a way that they won't lose their face, or no one will know that it was them, or they will never know what they really thought about the situation. They will never expose them. It's someone in hiding here. Someone is not really honest with what they are feeling and what they are thinking. They're trying to keep like an authority attitude to this, and maybe walk with something that they know for sure that this worked before, so I will try it again. But maybe it's outdated. Maybe it's skills you can't use anymore. Maybe the situation has changed so much, and you need to adapt to this new situation, something that's different from what you knew before, and you can't keep power by lying or not sharing the truth with people that needs to hear the truth about what you're really feeling and thinking and what you really want. This is disconnecting people. It's like hanging up the phone. 7 of Swords, it can be that you don't think that you are good enough, and that you're trying to keep yourself underneath the radar so no one will spot you and see that you're not good enough. So for some of you, there will be feelings like this. I'm too old, too young, whatever it is that makes you think that it's impossible to do whatever you want to do with your life or with whomever. So the next card is 9 of Cups, and the Cancer reading had the 9 of Cups here. And it comes underneath the Strength card here. So maybe you don't have to make the first like the first move towards, if you still love somebody and you don't tell, maybe they are going to be brave enough to approach you instead. But it would be really good if you could be the bigger person in this situation, because you apparently needs to come out of your shell and become more honest. So if you could take the first step, that could be a really beneficial for you. 9 of Cups is a very beautiful card. It's about, we have Jupiter in Pisces here. So it's about good luck when it comes to getting emotional fulfillment. It's kind of the wish card, and it's talking about that you already have the relationship you're supposed to have, the work you are supposed to be in, and maybe there's still hope for some situation. Maybe there could be a start over, but then this Taurus energy, this masculine like patriarchal a little bit energy that's very conservative, needs to take responsibility, can't hide beneath some power structure, because that's not real change. That's just like trading winning for love. It's better to not win when it comes to love, because if you win in love, you probably hurt the other person, and that's not really connection. Connection is if you make a win-win situation, so you show and express your feeling towards them, and they express their feelings towards you, and it's a win-win situation. If someone tried to pretend like they don't care as much as the other party just to win, to keep altitude, that's not really fair. So if someone doing this to you, call them on this action, make them talk. If they don't talk, there's not really love. If they not really express themselves, there's nothing to have here. They need to also acknowledge that the love that's between you, or the partnership that's between you, that it's solid and that's it's worth something for both. So you don't want to be with a partner that can turn their feet and walk in another direction because they don't have any connection to this. They don't have, like, they haven't invested anything in this. It's looking like a person that feels on top of the world, and they are so goody-goody that they don't have to go with the normal rules of normal people. So if you are with a person like this, I understand if you have gotten very disappointed and you stop communicating, because if they don't communicate, why should you? So that's in July. It seems like a rough start, but it's end up better. But still, this refusal to acknowledge that this situation is valuable. So someone is a coward in this situation. Someone is very brave and someone is a coward. And that's not fair, okay? So you make your own justice. Don't let people treat you like this. If they don't want to commit to you, then they are not worthy of having you, okay? So next line of cards is for August. And here you have a Knight of Swords. So we have the Knight of Coins first with the Ten of Wands, and then the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is usually Gemini. But it's probably your energy, this Knight energy. Knights are usually very hasty moving and anxious and young and inspired. But here with the Knight of Coins, that's damped a little bit because the Knight of Coins is very slow. It's much like my turtle there in the horizon. But the Ten of Wands is almost too hastily moving. So maybe this person has taken on too much responsibility, and maybe you need to talk, to say what's on your mind, to tell what's really bothering you. If this is two people, there's not much talking going on in between, and not much truthful talking either. People are keeping their mouth shut to come out as winners, or they don't want to give you ammo, so you will use this against them, or you don't want to give them ammo. So it's more like some tension between warrior tribes. But of course this can be your energy, as I said, all these nights, and that you have hope for the situation, but you are not ready to talk about it. You are not ready to share this because of some fear that you have. You have some fear. You have calculated how this will go down, and therefore you are not prepared to open your heart here. But with the Knight of Swords, it can be a change, because that can be such a pressure, this Ten of Wands and Knight of Swords. So eventually this energy might need to have to come out. So you will drive over to that person and really tell them what's your deal, because you can't take it anymore. So it can build up to this kind of event. So you will storm in there and maybe make a scene. And it can be, if you're waiting for someone, they might come, but they might not be in the best mood when they are coming. And here you have a Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is also Gemini. It's this questioning yourself and thinking, am I good enough? Or having guilt even. Or it's some images, some thoughts of your own that's haunting you. We can be very addicted to our own body chemicals, like stress hormones, for example. So, and our bodies helps us, and our minds helps us by thinking gruesome thoughts. So we will have the kick of our stress hormones. So watch your thoughts. Go really deep in and watch your thoughts. Write them down. The thoughts that's freaking you out, the thoughts that's scaring you, that make you crippled, that make you not being able to take action into a more positive choice, or more positive attitude or lifestyle. Something is crippling you and freaking you out, and it's blocking you, this fear, and it's probably just in your head. It's probably not real. Usually we are making so much misassumption about people, and we are setting labels on their behavior, and we don't know really what's going on. I wish that we all could be mind readers. Maybe that would be more simple. Okay, so here you really need to, I think it can be a lot of restless thoughts, maybe trouble sleeping. Maybe you are haunted by some mistake that has been done, or might have let someone go, or you might have gone yourself, like really hasty leaving. And maybe you are regretting something. I don't see someone being cruel to you. I see more self-cruelty, to be honest. Like tormenting yourself with heavy thoughts. And I don't think this situation is as bad as you think. And okay, and here we have the moon card. So it's emphasized many times here. You really need to check out your communication system with your body, because your mind is trying to tell you something, or trying to help you in some way, maybe with extensive thinking and thinking everything that could go wrong. So try to take a notebook and write all those things down. Also write down how it feels. 9, 1 + 8 is 9. It's the hermit energy. You need to go inwardly to reconnect with your waters, with your emotions. And that might be the most fearful thing of it all. This is Cancer energy, Cancer Pisces energy, as someone reminded me today. And so it might be a water person that you had to deal with, or a person that's very emotional. And often we are supposed to take in each other's energy. So it can be that you are supposed to take in this water energy, and they are supposed to take in more your logic energy. So open your heart space, stay with your emotions. Find your way to be body with your emotions. They are trying to tell you something. Your body can be rather stupid sometimes. If you don't want to deal with a certain situation, or you are fearful for a certain situation, maybe you're going to start a new, like on college, or a new job, and you will get, the first day you will get the stomach flu, because you are too nervous to go. So your body help you like this. But it's not like really helpful help, but the body does this because it has no one in command, because you haven't control over your thoughts and your feelings. You have left the building, kind of, and you need to reconnect. You need to start to see your thoughts and give a lot of attention to them, and also give a lot of attention to your feelings, because it's like your subconscious has taken over the starship captain kind of thing that you are supposed to do with your body, with your inner universe. So you need to go back to the captain's place and take the steering wheel. You see, it's no steering wheel here, because you're so fearful of your emotion, and you try to have just this positive attitude, but it's not enough when you have like deep things that you need to cover and see. And we see this strength card, the 7 of Swords with the moon and the moon. So you really need to be brave enough, be your own hero, to go down in these dark realms and be honest, be truthful. What is really going on? What is it really that you are? What have you lost? What do you want? It can be a lot of fear with this. You don't want to check this out because you don't want to lose hope, or you don't want to see that the situation is like it is. Maybe you lost something and you didn't want to lose it, and you can't even look at this situation, but you really need to go deep in and see this and find out what's going on. Take back the steering wheel. When you give attention to your thoughts, the captain is in the building again, and someone has the steering wheel, so you can listen to your thoughts, and the thoughts doesn't have to haunt you all day. You give them attention, and then they will be gone. So you give them attention. It doesn't have to be truthful thoughts. It can be thoughts that's just pointing to what's the truth. It can be, oh, no one loves me, and this is your fear, so it's point to your real fear. But it's not the truth per se. But when you are the captain again and you're seeing this, you can see, oh, so I'm fearing that no one will love me. Interesting. and your feelings the same. Okay, oh, I feel love and I have lost something. It's obvious that you have lost something here, and I didn't want to lose that. So okay, so this thing, whatever it was worth something to me. It was valuable and I lost it. So that's the truth, and now I know my true feelings about it. I'm not hiding from them anymore. I'm not trying to make up a story about it that's not true to protect myself from the gruesome truth. And when you know the truth, you can take the necessary precaution and actions to either, if you have lost something valuable, you can build something new that's equally good, or you can try to fix this other situation that's broken in some way. And make a better start. If you know what your emotions wants to tell you, you can be the captain of your own life, and you don't have to fall into despair here in August, because you have it all under control, and you are the master of your own mind, and being like, it's like putting the light bulb inside your body. So someone is finally home, taking care of all the things, so the subconscious doesn't have to dealing with stuff in its funny ways. So okay, the next card here is an Ace of Coins. So Ace of Coins is a new chance. So it seems like there's still things to build on. You have the King of Coins, Ace of Cups, Ace of Coins. So you can still build something new here. There's still a chance. It's the gateway to paradise. It's maturing. You can envision whatever you want here, because you both have the Ace of Cups and this doorway to this new beginning. So what do you want? What's going to make you happy? What are you dreaming of? What will fill your needs? And do you know your needs even? Have you talked with your body so you have the latest updates of your needs? Do you know what you really, really need? So you need to go deep inside and start to getting like all the clues from your mind, your thoughts and your feelings, and then you can start envision what it is that you really want, and you will probably get this what you want. It looks very promising. Okay, so next card is Eight of Wands. It's time to also talk about this, what you want. Very honest. This is someone lying. This is someone being honest. So maybe you are wobbling some truth or some secret that you don't want to say, and here you finally go out and say it. You take the chance. You are becoming strong because you want to have your dreams fulfilled. This is 8, 9, 8. So you are being brave here. You are opening your mouth to speak, and it's Sagittarius, it's Mercury in Sagittarius, so it's very on point, and it's communication back and forth, and it might be being like in love very suddenly, first eyesight, and it's clearing out the fog that we see here. It's clearing out that foggy situation that has been, and going to leave this clear sky, so you don't have to wobble, you don't have to sneak, you don't have to hide, you don't have to put a lid on your emotions. You can tell them very openly, very bravely. This is someone fulfilling their dreams. This is someone being strong enough to be able to take a rejection, and therefore they are strong enough to have hope, because the hope won't kill them. A person that's very fearful of their emotion and to be feeling like this every time you have done something and failed won't have any hope, and want to stay like sit down in the boat and not dream at all, because they are fearful of their own emotions. They don't want to have like a big blow to the head or to their heart whenever their hopes fail and something becomes like misfortune. But this person that's so brave like this, and you become brave because you have been captain of your body again. Body captain needs here. Okay, so when you are captain of your body, you know then that not your thoughts and not your feelings are dangerous anymore. So you're going to be so brave that you can create whatever you want in your life, and you can talk to whomever you want, and you can act very truthful, becoming your authentic self, because you have no fear anymore. And that's what happens when a person goes and learn to know themselves and their own thoughts and their own feelings. They become this strong. So I think it's going to work out just fine for you, Aquarius. You just need to befriend yourself and become the more braver, calmer, better, bigger version of yourself, the bigger person, probably saying I'm sorry, or trying to reconnect, or meeting someone new could be a chance as well with those new beginnings. If you had a crappy relationship and you want to leave it, and you have no regrets about the relationship, just about what it left to you, you can start dreaming for your new life here. There's a lot of things supporting this, but you need to stop lying to yourself about what you really want and what you really feel. Get real. Okay, so I will take a card for you from the Oracle of Visions. It's the same artist as with Legacy of the Divine here, Cyril Marchetti. So, Oracle of Visions, message for Aquarius. We have this, so take a good look in the mirror, get to know yourself. Don't be afraid of what's there. Don't be afraid that you won't be. I think you're afraid that you won't love yourself, and I think you will love yourself. You will find that you are this beautiful, beautiful source of energy when you really get to know yourself. So take a good look in the mirror. We have this Michael Jackson song, Start with the Man in the Mirror. If you want the world to change yourself. I'll read a little bit about this card for you. Identity, self-analysis, knowing oneself. One's own self is well hidden from one's own self. Of all mines of treasure, one's own is the last to be dug up. So, I will read a little bit more. I hope it's not too tedious. This card presents an image of self-examination. The answer to who we are can have multiple answers, and those answers may change with time and circumstances. We wear our various masks to falsely reflect our truthful portray, the myriad versions of what we are or can be. So you're not showing your actually identical, truthful self. In this scene, we see a reflection of our many selves, like the Russian dolls below. We are personas within personas, any of which can be the prominent or visible facsimile we choose to outwardly project at any given moment. By deliberate choice or emotional reaction, we reach out and choose from any of the masks. In this scene, a plain and flamboyant choice is available, but in truth, there are so many others. The danger is that on some occasions we are not in control. Outside influences can provoke emotional states. It is then at our vulnerable moments that the mask chooses us. So I think you have come to one of those moments when the mask has chosen you. So you are depressed and you are sad and you have failed with something and you're sad with it. So acknowledge this to yourself, and then you know yourself better and you know what you want to change. So if you don't like something in your life, change it. That's the overall message. So, but first you need to get to know yourself, because in other case you don't know what you want to change. You don't know what's making you unhappy because you haven't asked yourself. You haven't gotten down and get real. And here you are going to. August probably, going down, get real. You can start already now. There's nothing stopping you. Okay, so I will take card from the past life oracle card to see what can be behind this pattern and that we see here. And it's 2 8s and 9 of swords and 18 moon, so it's something old. Yes, old. Okay, Asia and phobias. So Asia, here you see a person that's spend their whole life getting to know themselves. Just look inwardly, stayed with this and trying to find out how to live a happy life without pain. And the solution is to listen to yourself, to follow the yellow brick road deeper and deeper down in your own kingdom, in your own subconscious. Okay, so getting to know thyself, finding out who you are, is actually a phobia of yours, because you think that if you go deep enough, there's not knowing when this rabbit hole will end. You don't know if you are going to end up like this or like this. Like, maybe you are fearful, maybe you have some fears about mental health and depression and things like this. But depression is really good. In those dark periods of our lives, we really get to know ourselves. We really find the treasures. We really get to know our own creativity. Of course, you can see this with people that's being a big artists, that sometimes they are on the limit between sanity and insanity. And in their sane moments, they can be very creative, and also in their insane moments, like the biggest poetry and most beautiful paintings and stories and songs and has come out of this state. It doesn't come out of a logic mind state. You can't find such a treasures there. But I think you can go down here and not risk losing yourself, because you have the strength card. So you will be like this calm, cool hero, meeting all this danger without having, you can have the phobia. It's more brave if you're afraid when you do this. But I think you will find that there's a beautiful place within you that's very sunny and very, it's going to give you happiness to find out that wherever you go, you will have this place inside of you that's kind of a home. And it doesn't matter whatever your life challenge is going to be. If you know yourself, you're always going to be rock solid. And you can see on this person, he is rock solid. He's actually a statue, okay? So get to know yourself and become rock solid like a hero, like this strong hero of your own fairy tale. Like a really cool person. You don't have to have phobias for your own self. It's a beautiful thing to be getting to knowing your own self. And as I said, when you know yourself, you will love yourself and you become very strong. So it's nothing to be fearful of. Just go down that rabbit hole. So, okay, my dear Aquarius, I hope this helped. I will come back and do the readings for August, probably July 20 till 25. I said in the first readings, I said the 17, but I seen that I will still be traveling at that time. So I hope you join me in the end of July and look at your August reading, and take really good care. And okay, bye bye.